Are you guys sick and tired of your thumbnails, screenshots, Sims 4 TikToks being a hot damn mess? Well, I got you. In today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how I take my pictures in The Sims, how I make my TikToks in The Sims, and all of the mods that I have that make all of those things possible. So let's go. This right here is Princess Albertina. She is a Sim that I made for the video to explain how I make my dark Sims, but I chose to make my dark Sims using a white person so y'all can see that my Sims may have that dark shadow, but it's literally just my style. So let me get into it. The first step in having good screenshots, TikToks, or whatever is that you need to have a good location. So this right here is, I forgot the exact name of this wedding hall, but this wedding hall is where Princess Albertina's parents got married. So I decided to use it for cinematic reasons. And the reason why I chose this specific hall is that it's very important to have a good, beautiful place to take your videos / pictures. And I wanted to specifically use this wall right here because it gives the royal feel. I'm definitely going to have to delete this deco sim, but this is where I am going to be taking my thumbnail for the how I make my Sims video. So I have bald-headed Albertina and I have Albertina with the CC in order to show y'all what I'm talking about. So the first mod that I feel like is very important for y'all to have if you want to have good pictures is definitely MC Command Center. The thing that I love about MC Command Center so much is that it allows you to change outfits. The reason why it's so important to have MC Command Center is that at will, it allows you to change your outfit without having the sim change the outfit for themselves. So in The Sims, you guys know we have the option to change outfit, but we have to find the outfit and then they have to go through this animation. So typically there is an animation that they go through in order to change their outfit. I have no idea why Albertina didn't jump and skip and do that or whatever, but it's quite tedious because when you are taking a picture and your sim is in a pose or whatever, having them change their outfit while they're posing, it's too much. It's too much, especially if you're taking a portrait that has like 50 family members. Having MC Command Center just makes things way easier. Another mod that has saved my life is Wonderful Whims / Wicked Whims. I know a lot of people have issues with this mod, but this mod is a lifesaver. I like it way more than the pose / teleport mod. I don't know exactly the name, but I'll put it on the screen because this mod allows me to rotate Sims. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So this right here is a pose pack by Esteen on the Chinese website Signalif or whatever. It was literally just the first pose that I saw, but I'm gonna show you guys why I love Wonderful Whims / Wicked Whims. As you can see, when you press enable position, it allows you to rotate your sim, and as you can see, it allows you to click exactly how you want your sim to be. So let's say I want her right here. Let me choose her needs. Wonderful Whims allowed me to do that. Wicked Whims also allows you to do that, but I was sick and tired of all of my Sims being freaked out, and every time I would go to somebody else's house, they were doing the vertical tangle. That's why I downgraded myself into doing Wicked Whims. But Wicked Whims is really good if you have animations though. It's just that all of the freaked out animations were there, and that was getting to be a problem for me. As you can see, because of Wicked Whims, I was able to get Princess Albertina in the center of where I needed her to be. But another mod that I also think is very crucial for you to have is UI cheats. So you guys saw that I just cheated her needs, and I'm gonna cheat her bald-headed twins needs as well, so that way they don't start complaining and getting stinky while I'm taking the photos. Having that mod is key, but if you guys don't want to have that many mods, I think it's very important that you have a mailbox on your lot. You press shift and then you come upon this thing that says alter needs. I like to say disable world needs, that way nobody dies around me, nobody starts thinking around me. It's just overall way better if you're going to be taking screenshots, because when your girl takes screenshots, she takes a million screenshots. So going back to the Wonderful Whims mod, you need to go to this setting right here that says headline effects settings. You go here and you press disabled headline effects, and it gets rid of the plumb bob. You don't want to be taking these bad and bougie thumbnails and bad and bougie videos with the gigantic plumb bob rotating on their head, especially if you don't do what I just told you to do, which is cheat their needs. You're gonna be having a bad time, and I don't want you to have a bad time because I want to see your Sims looking cute and popping. So that is it in terms of Wonderful Whims, a new mod that I just found out about. I don't know what it's called exactly, but it has been a lifesaver for me. Obviously, there are no infants and toddlers in this household, but I'm gonna show you how I've been using this mod. So I forgot what it's called. I think it's like the Better Position mods. I'll be linking all of this stuff for you guys to see. But this mod is low-key better than Wonderful Whims and Wicked Whims, but it's even better if you use those two in conjunction with each other. So as you can see, whenever I press the ground, I get a bunch of different things that pop up. Move to, rotate towards to. But it's also really good if you click on objects and people. So as you guys saw, there's rotate towards, align with, and move to. This is a secret banger that we have been sleeping on, because when you have Wonderful Whims and Wicked Whims, you low-key needed the tool mod in order to move people. And I'm gonna show you how to use that too. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So I have this mod that allows me to type in text. I think it's by Twisted Mexi. That Twisted Mexi mod has also saved my life. At this point, it's muscle memory, so I'm literally forgetting all of the intricate mods that I have that makes taking screenshots easier. But the typing mod by Twisted Mexi, I believe, has also made my life easier. So you click on your sim, you shift click on your sim, and you press toggle active. So now, let's say I take my screenshot here and I'm like, okay, cool. Now let me find a new place. Let's say I want to take a screenshot with her here. Boom, now she's here. But there's a new mod that does that, but it works with kids. The thing about Wicked Whims and Wonderful Whims is that people were using it to be freaky with kids. So you're not allowed to use the rotating feature anymore because people were being weird to the kid sims. I don't know what it's called, but you guys will eventually know. But it allows you to pose children's sims, which is a lifesaver. Let me pose bald-headed Albertine. So let's see if I can find a duo pose. So let's say best friends. Oh, the mod that I'm using right now in order to help me sort through all of my poses is Searchable Pose Player. I think it's also by Twisted Mexi, but that has also been a lifesaver. So I'm going to use this pose set called Best Friends, and I'm going to have Bald Head Girl be the left pose, and I'm gonna go to Albertina with hair, and I'm going to make her the right pose, and I'm going to align her with this pose. With my searchable UI, I'm just gonna press align with, and boom. You see that? I didn't have to use Wonderful Whims. All I had to do was align it. So now I'm gonna go to MC Command Center, press change outfit, and change their outfits. That way it isn't conflicting. You guys see what I was talking about when I said that it's very important to have MC Command Center, because this little pose right here is conflicting with the lace, but now that I changed her outfit, it's less apparent. So now that I have a cute pose, a cute location, I'm ready to take my screenshot. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna press the tab button. I'm pressing Q in order to lower the camera. I'm pressing the up space key in order to move the camera up, and I'm also pressing the E key to elevate it. There's a lot of shorthand stuff on the keyboard in order to help me. So I use Reshade. A lot of simmers moved onto Gshade because they said that Reshade was installing viruses, this, that, and the fourth. That wasn't happening to me, luckily. That really wasn't happening to me, luckily. So I still use Reshade. And the main reason why I still use Reshade is that I got these two gorgeous presets that I don't think I'll be able to live without. So I'm gonna show them to you as well. So this right here is what Reshade looks like. As you can see, this is what the Miss Lollipop Radiance gameplay preset looks like. This is what the regular base game looks like. And as you can see, there is definitely a difference. Sometimes I increase the brightness or the saturation, but I want to show you the big baddie that I use in order to get my stuff really popping. And that has to be the Mirror Ray preset. Mirror Ray has this on her Patreon. Literally just Google Mirror Ray preset. But this, oh nah baby, this is a banger. What I like to do is I like to mess with the tints. As you can see, the color of it depending on my Sims. A lot of the time when my Sims are dark skinned, I go for a blue tint, but seeing as these Sims are white and pale, I definitely wanted to change up the color so that their skin tone pops as well. And depending on the Sims and the color of the outfits, I'll just mess with the sliders a little bit in order to have the saturation and brightness that I want. See, I'm just messing with the colors. I overall think this is really good. So now I'm gonna press my home key. You can change the soft key buttons to make things better for you or whatever. But now I'm gonna take my screenshot, and boom, that is what the screenshot looks like. Sometimes I will remove the MXAO if I feel like the shadow's too much, but if you guys have been a part of my Sims channel for a while, you know that I love that dramatic shadow effect. So I press myself out of tab mode so that way my reshade is off. When I have my mirror ray preset on and I know that it's looking cute or whatever, I will just press my other key to just turn it off, because once I have the colors that I want, it's just easier for me to just turn off the reshade and then turn it on later. So now you guys are going to see me do another pose using all of the mods I showed you. And this is cute, but damn, why is everybody running? So this pose is cute, but I want to switch up the poses between bald head and hair. So I'm gonna make her do the right one. I'm gonna make her the left one. And as you guys can see, me taking these screenshots is so much easier because I'm just doing a lot of typing to find out what I want. But I'm gonna show you guys what I meant when I said that this whole align mod makes things way easier. So I'm gonna make bald head come here, and I'm gonna click on Albertina with the hair, type in align with. You guys have to be able to spell, unlike me. And now it's way easier to take my pictures because all I have to do is press align with, and now the world is my oyster in terms of having a plethora of different locations. So the reason why I also recommend having the pool mod is that, as you can see, the entire village is here and they're ruining the flow of my pictures. Sometimes you're gonna have to straight up start destroying Sims because they be ruining your vibe. You see, some of these Sims are the same Sims. Some of these Sims are the same Sims, but why do they keep coming out in and out like that? They're trying to be enemies of progress. I'm gonna turn on my mirror ray preset. Whoa, as you can see, wow, that's a little too bright. This is where your own creative journey comes in, because as you can see, this is way too yellow. So now I'm gonna tone that down by a lot. Technicolor, I'm gonna decrease saturation. I kind of need the saturation for the pinks. What about the brightness? I don't really take a lot of screenshots with my white Sims, so I'm trying to honestly find out what the best color combination is for them. And let me show you another reason why I love MC Command Center and the dresser ability. As you can see, this pale pink on bald head is too much for her. So I go to full body and I can press randomize. And I have a lot of good CC, so a lot of the time, if the outfits that I pre-made aren't good enough, I'll press randomize over and over and over again until I have a reasonable outfit for me to take a screenshot in. So then I take my screenshot and then boom. I like to take a lot of solo pictures for my screenshots. That way I can emphasize the sim that I'm showcasing. So I'm gonna take a lot of pictures of bald head and Albertine with hair, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And I will be showing you guys the final version. That move with mod is really peak, and I didn't even get to show you my favorite, which is rotate toward. So if you're somebody who is a stickler for perfection like I am, I definitely use the exact positioning, arrows, as well as the move with / align with in order to just make my life easier. So the reason why I turn off the mirror way preset is because of the cinematic DOF or whatever it's called. It just blurs the whole screen. So when it's time for me to put my people in new poses or whatever, it literally just blinds me. And I kind of need to see in order to take my screenshots. And before I go, I wanted to show you guys how this also makes your life easier when you are doing animations, which you guys know that I do when I make my TikToks. Being able to search up animation, right, makes life so much easier. And then with the Align Me tool, it makes it easier to do animations. So if you guys had noticed, I was avoiding doing a lot of animations because it's so hard to align them, but with this tool it makes it so much easier. So I am gonna type in align with Princess Albertina, and now we can watch this animation. In fact, I'm gonna let y'all watch this animation in tab mode with my mirror wave preset, and I'm gonna let y'all have the experience of what it's like to make videos for me. I messed up the timing a little bit, but if you follow these tips and get the timing right, oh, look at this. You have set yourself up for success. Because guys, without this Align Me tool, man, I would have to manually figure out how to do this. And yes, you could use the teleport mod, but what if you wanted to do an animation that wasn't on a lot? Now you're screwed, right? So that is pretty much everything that I use in order to have my Sims 4 thumbnails, Sims 4 pictures, Sims 4 animations. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. Make sure that you check out my main series where you can see me use these animations and all of these tips in real life. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!